Hello, everyone. Joining us today on the show, we have Australian youth journalist Roman Mackinnon, who will be joining us to discuss the coronation of King Charles III. So, hello, Roman. How's it going?
Good, thank you guys. It's great to be here.
All right. So what is going to happen at the coronation? For anyone who does not know or who doesn't follow the monarchy, what is the plan and what should we expect from it?
Yeah, so basically from 9 o'clock a.m. British Standard Time, the congregation will be seated inside Westminster Abbey from 9:30 to 10:45. Government ministers, heads of state, and the royal family will arrive. 10:20, the procession will start from Buckingham Palace. King Charles and Queen Camilla, which will also be crowned Queen Consort, will be in that at 10:53 a.m. The King and Queen Consort will arrive at the Abbey at 11 o'clock. They will enter through the Great West Door. At 12, the King is crowned and trumpets and gun salutes will be fired across the UK. At 1 p.m., the service will conclude, and then at 2:15, royal members will appear on that famous palace balcony to watch a fly past.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so what makes the coronation different from others in the past?
Yeah, so it's actually extremely different from some of the others. Of course, the last being 7 decades ago, that was, of course, Queen Elizabeth II. It's a lot shorter and it's a lot smaller. Only 2,000 guests have been invited compared to the 8,000 in the last two coronations. The ceremony at the Abbey will be only 60 minutes long compared to Queen Elizabeth II's 3 hour long one. They'll travel back to the palace in a Gold State coach that's been used since 1831. So very historical, and to keep that going, they'll travel 1.3 miles around the procession from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey and vice versa to and from their coronation. 1.3 miles in that total route compared to the 5 miles that Queen Elizabeth did back in 1953.
Mhm.
Okay. And well, this wasn't in any of our regular of our prepared questions, but just as a follow-up, what like why is it different? Is King Charles just more of a down-to-earth person, or who doesn't want all the extra stuff, or what makes it? Why is it going to be different?
Yeah, so King Charles, I was reading a few things about this earlier. King Charles has changed a few things to make it sort of more of a modern monarchy. As I mentioned, the last coronation was in 1953, and a lot has changed over those 7 decades. So he wanted to change it a little bit over those for his coronation to make it a more of a modern monarchy. The carriage that the Queen Consort and King Charles III will travel in from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey is fitted with air condition and windscreen, electric windows, I should say. So that's definitely something different than the last time. Of course, in 1953, it was broadcast across the UK. So it's a really world historical event that's happening.
Bit of controversy. Is Prince Harry going to be in attendance at the coronation?
Yeah, so Harry will attend, but it's speculated that it will be without Meghan Markle. Harry will be reportedly flying in to London and then straight back out after the service is finished. He'll fly straight back out to California, so he won't be waiting around for any after parties and, of course, that concert later on.
Okay, so what is the expected cost to be for others countries to make this happen?
Yeah, so we don't have anything confirmed. We will know something next year when the royal family's figures will be released, but it's expected around 50 million to 100 million pounds. Queen Elizabeth II's coronation back in 1953 was an estimated 50 million pounds. So definitely going all out. The highest cost for that is obviously security. You have 2,000 guests that all need their own security details, so lots and lots of funding towards that. The British taxpayers will be paying for that, but with all of its visitors and guests and traffic all around London, they will. It's expected that they will easily profit from that. So, big spending there.
Okay. So how long has the planning for the coronation been underway, and has there been any last minute changes to any of the plans that were set?
Yeah, so the preparations were rapidly beginning since, of course, the death of Queen Elizabeth II last September. It'll be just under 8 months since she passed, and since King Charles III automatically took over. Of course, as soon as Her Majesty died, King Charles was then crowned to the throne. Officially, he will be crowned to the throne obviously at the coronation, but yeah, preparations have been rapidly ramping up in the past in the 8 months from her death. There isn't any last minute changes, but there is millions expected for the big day, as all across the United Kingdom, people and royal fans prepare for processions, parties, and a concert.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the final thoughts on the upcoming coronation of King Charles III?
Yeah, so it's obviously a historical event that should be definitely worth tuning in for. King Charles III will be crowned alongside, as I mentioned, Queen Camilla, Queen Consort. So it's a very historical making event. Maybe some could argue the biggest of 2023, definitely so far of 2023, but definitely even if the whole of 2023 is definitely a historical event. 70 years it took King Charles to get to the throne, and he's now there for his coronation, and an absolutely historical event that you don't want to miss.
Okay, where can people find you, Roman, online?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter, Instagram as well, just Roman Mackinnon 6. I'm also over at 6 News Australia as the national political editor there, so you can check out my work there.
All right, thank you very much. That was Roman Mackinnon, youth journalist from Australia, covering the King Charles III coronation of 2023. Thanks,
Thanks,
thank you, everyone.
guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.